Picture this. You are scrolling through your phone when suddenly your car makes a sound like a dying robot. The mechanic says $1,200. Your stomach drops. You check your bank account for $137. This is the moment most people reach for a credit card and start that debt spiral. But what if you had a safety net? Today we are building your emergency fund. Think of it as a financial parachute made of cash. I am going to show you exactly how to build a $10,000 emergency fund in just 6 months, even if you are starting from zero. By the end of this video, you will have a step-by-step plan that actually works. So what exactly is an emergency fund? Imagine you are a clay figure walking on a tightrope stretched high above the ground. Life is unpredictable. The rope can snap at any moment. An emergency fund is that giant safety net stretched out below you, made of woven dollar bills ready to catch you when life throws curveballs. It is money you set aside specifically for unexpected expenses. Not for a new PlayStation, not for concert tickets. For actual emergencies like car repairs, medical bills, job loss, or broken appliances. Here is why you need one. Without an emergency fund, you are one broken phone away from credit card debt, one medical bill away from overdraft fees, one job loss away from moving back with your parents. The average American cannot cover a $1,000 emergency without borrowing money. 60% of people have no safety net at all. That is terrifying. But you are going to be different. How much do you need? The magic number is 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. Not your income, your expenses. Let me break this down with clay math. Say you spend $1,000 a month on rent, food, utilities, insurance, and minimum debt payments. Multiply that by 3. That is $6,000 for a basic emergency fund. Multiply by 6 for a fully loaded one. That is $12,000. I know that sounds like a lot, but we are going to get there step by step. Here is your 6-month plan. Month 1 and 2. Save $1,000 fast. This is your starter emergency fund. How do you do it? Sell stuff you do not use. That old gaming console collecting dust. Clothes you have not worn in a year. Furniture taking up space. Pick up extra shifts at work. Skip the daily coffee shop. That $5 latte 5 days a week is over $100 a month. Cancel subscriptions you forgot about. Netflix, Spotify, that gym membership you have not used since January. This $1,000 is your psychological game changer. It breaks the paycheck to paycheck cycle. Let me show you how Sarah did it. Sarah was 24, making $35,000 a year, living paycheck to paycheck. She sold her old laptop for $300. She picked up weekend shifts at a coffee shop, adding for $100 a month. She cancelled 3 subscriptions, saving $45 monthly. She meal prepped instead of eating out, saving to $100 a month. In just 8 weeks, Sarah had her $1,000 starter fund. The relief she felt was incredible. No more panic when unexpected bills arrived. Month 3 and 4. Now we build the foundation. Set up automatic transfers. Every payday before you see that money, 20% goes straight to your emergency fund savings account. If you make $3,000 a month, that is $600. Cannot do 20%? Start with 10%. The key is automation. You cannot spend what you do not see. Open a high-yield savings account separate from your checking. Banks like Ally, Marcus, or Discover pay for to 5% interest right now. That is free money while you save. Watch how this compounds. Month 3 you add $600. Your fund is now $1,600. Month for another $600. Now $2,200. You are building momentum. The fund is growing faster than you thought possible. This is where most people get excited and stay committed. Month 5 and 6. Accelerate and protect. Find ways to boost your income. Freelance gig on Upwork or Fiverr. Sell handmade crafts on Etsy. Dog walking through Rover. Deliver food on weekends. Every extra dollar goes into that fund. Challenge yourself to a no-spend month. Only buy absolute essentials. You will be shocked how much you save. By month 6 you have hit your goal. $6,000 to $10,000 sitting in your emergency fund earning interest. Let me show you the compound effect with clay blocks. Month 1 you have got a small pile of blocks. Month 2 the pile doubles. Month 3 it is looking like a real structure. Month 4 you have got a solid foundation. Month 5 the walls are going up. Month 6 you have built an impenetrable fortress that protects you from financial disasters. And here is the beautiful part. Once it is built you just maintain it. Use it only for real emergencies. Then refill it immediately. Now let me tell you about Marcus. Marcus built his $10,000 emergency fund in 7 months. Then his transmission died. For $1,000 repair, old Marcus would have panicked and put it on a credit card at 20% interest. New Marcus calmly transferred for $1,000 from his emergency fund. Fixed the car. No debt. No stress. Then he spent the next 4 months rebuilding that for $1,000. The system worked exactly as designed. 3 action steps you can take right now. Step 1. Calculate your monthly essential expenses today. Pull up your bank statements. Add up rent, food, utilities, insurance, minimum debt payments. Multiply by 3. That is your target emergency fund. Write it down. Make it real. Put it somewhere you will see it every day. Step 2. Open a high-yield savings account this week. Do not wait. Go to Ally, Marcus, or Discover right now. It takes 15 minutes. Look for accounts paying 4 to 5% interest with no monthly fees and no minimum balance. Set it up completely separate from your checking account. Name it emergency fund only. This psychological separation is crucial. Step 3. Automate your first transfer today. Even if it is $50, even if it is $25. Schedule it for your next payday. Set it and forget it. Automation removes willpower from the equation. You are not deciding to save every month. You are making it automatic. Then increase the amount every time you get a raise or pay off a debt. Here is what changes when you have an emergency fund. You sleep better at night. That weird noise your car makes does not trigger panic attacks. You negotiate better at work because you are not desperate to keep your job at any cost. You make smarter decisions because you are not in constant survival mode. You stop using credit cards for emergencies, which means you stop paying interest. You break the debt cycle completely. Your relationships improve because money stress is not destroying them. You have options when life gets hard. You can help family members in crisis. You can take calculated risks like starting a side business or going back to school. You have breathing room to think long-term instead of just surviving day to day. Let me paint you a picture of 2 futures. Future 1. No emergency fund. Your car breaks down. You put it on a credit card. Now you are paying 20% interest on that $1,200 repair. That is $240 in interest over a year. Then your laptop dies. Another credit card charge. Then a medical bill. You are drowning in debt, paying hundreds in interest every month. You feel trapped and hopeless. Future 2. You have an emergency fund. Your car breaks down. You transfer money from your emergency fund. Pay cash. No debt. No interest. You rebuild the fund over the next few months. Your laptop dies. Same process. You handle it calmly. You are in control. You feel secure and confident. Which future do you want? Your emergency fund is your financial freedom. It is the difference between a setback and a catastrophe. It is peace of mind in clay form. It is the foundation everything else is built on. You cannot invest aggressively if you do not have an emergency fund. You cannot pay off debt efficiently if you keep adding new debt from emergencies. You cannot build wealth without this safety net. Start today. Not tomorrow. Not next month. Today. Even if you can only save $10 this week, start. The hardest part is beginning. Once you see that balance growing, you will get addicted to saving. You will find creative ways to add more. You will protect that fund like a dragon guards treasure. Remember Sarah and Marcus? They were exactly where you are now, scared, overwhelmed, living paycheck to paycheck. But they took action. They followed the plan. And 6 months later, their lives were completely different. You can do this. I believe in you. If this helped you, smash that subscribe button. We are building a community of people taking control of their money. Drop a comment telling me your emergency fund goal. Are you going for 6,000, 10,000, 12,000? Let me know. And check out our 60-second emergency fund short for a quick recap you can share with friends. Let us build that safety net together. See you in the next video.